we are in an amazing time for mechanical keyboards, specifically budget mechanical keyboards. You want a full layout keyboard? We got that. 75? We got that too. 65? We got that as well. How about a fully customizable mechanical keyboard that supports multiple layouts and is only sub $100? Yeah, we got that too. Hey everyone, my name is Kevin and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be building and reviewing the Acrylic60, a budget 60% custom mechanical keyboard. And I'm emphasizing on the word custom as it is a fully customizable mechanical keyboard at $80. Yes, you heard that right. It is only for $80. I am so happy to be in an era of budget mechanical keyboards where everything's affordable and most of the things out there right now are awesome. Thank you to Tito Glen of Gcables for allowing me to buy this keyboard ahead of time so that I can review it for you guys. Just a disclaimer, although I did buy this from Gcables ahead of time, they have no say on what I'd be saying about this keyboard, may it be positive or negative. This video is not being compensated in any way and all my opinions are mine alone. The Acrylic60 comes in a plain brown box with no logo nor any branding. When you open up the box, you are greeted with some stickers and a thank you note from Gcables, a resealable bag with 3 foams inside, a 0.5mm IXPE PCB foam, a 2mm pour-on case foam, and 3.5mm plate foam, an internal steel weight that weighs 250 grams, a polycarbonate plate just for gasket mounting, the 1.2mm flex cut PCB, a bag of screws, a screwdriver, the case feet, and double-sided tape for the weight and the mirrored acrylic backplate, the mirrored acrylic backplate itself, and the CNC acrylic case of the Acrylic60 in the HHKB layout, which just looks amazing. I love how they did the CNC acrylic case of the Acrylic60. This is my first time owning a CNC acrylic case, so I was not expecting it to be this good. It feels very smooth to the touch and it has no imperfections from the case that I got. The Acrylic60's case is a 2-part case design. The top part of the case does have multiple brass inserts. The outer layer of brass inserts is used to close down the case, and the inner layer is used for top mounting. Gcables offers multiple layouts for you to choose from. In my case, I chose the HHKB layout, but you can also choose from a win keyless layout or just a plain old 60% mechanical keyboard if you wish to do so. The Acrylic60 features an internal steel weight and as well as a mirrored acrylic backplate. I did mention a bit earlier that you can use top mount for this, but you need to buy a specific plate for this which is sold separately. The add-on plates can either be in polypropylene, aluminum, or polycarbonate, but nonetheless, with just the standard kit, you still receive the screws you need for the top mount, whether you have this add-on or not. The Acrylic60's PCB supports multiple layouts as shown right here. In my case though, I did choose the HHKB layout as it is the best layout in the world. If you do disagree, what is your favorite layout in this mechanical keyboard hobby? Again, this is preference, so I would really love to discuss this in the comment section below. This specific PCB is hot swappable and has a mix of south-facing and north-facing sockets depending on what layout you choose. The PCB is only 1.2mm thick, so you need a set of stabilizers that can fit this specific PCB. If you have a stab shim, then you can use standard stabilizers instead. It doesn't have any lighting or RGB except for the caps lock, and the USB-C port's location is just like in any standard 60% PCB. Building the Acrylic60 was pretty fun and straightforward. The only time I was a bit confused was when I saw the double-sided tape, but I realized that the internal steel weight and the mirrored acrylic backplate did not have any screws, so 1 + 1 = 3 apparently. So these are the components that I used to build this keyboard. For the stabs, I used TX stabs with stab shims. The stabilizers were lubed with Krytox 205G0 and XHD BDZ. During the stream, I did kind of forget that this was a 1.2mm PCB and just slapped on my TX stabs as if it was just for the 1.2mm. It did sound okay, but after using it after the stream, it felt a bit weird. But then I realized that okay, I needed to add shims. For the keycaps, I am using my most favorite set, GMK Carbon. For switches, I use one of my favorites, the 67-gram Tangerine, and for the spacebar, Husky Pies. Speaking of switches, check out our channel sponsor, Keepzilla. Keepzilla is your one-stop shop for switches, lube, and keyboard accessories such as keycap pullers, switch pullers, and a whole lot more. Check out the link in the description to get your keyboard enthusiast needs. Thank you to Sir Charles for always supporting the channel. The screwless implementation of the internal steel weight and the mirrored acrylic backplate was done really well. I was not expecting it to work with double-sided tape, but it did. Please take note when you are installing the mirrored acrylic backplate to not use the blue part for the outer part. I was trying to remove, which then I thought was a peel for the mirrored finish, don't be like me, and put that piece on the bottom part, not the other way around. Then it's done. It's pretty much easy and, as I said, very straightforward. I did have to open this up a couple more times to provide a complete sound test of having it without foam, just the plate foam, and with all the foams included. So here's the sound test. The Acrylic60 is worth every dollar or peso you pay for this baby. For only $80, you get a fully customizable mechanical keyboard that supports multiple layouts and gives you the choice to have either a win keyless, an HHKB, or just a standard 60% keyboard. The CNC acrylic case is done really nicely, and the inclusion of an internal steel weight and a mirrored acrylic backplate is something you don't see in keyboards at this price range. With or without foam, the keyboard sounds amazing. It sounded just a bit muted without foam with the tangerines, but I think think that's because of the polycarbonate plate. The Husky Pies, regardless of not having foam or having foam, did have a fuller sound. I would have loved to try the top mount with the aluminum plate. Maybe I will in the future, so stay tuned for that. The typing feel is great with or without the foam. Without the foam, it is more bouncy, but even with all the foam, it still feels great to type on. If you're in the market for a 60% fully customizable mechanical keyboard with multiple layouts to choose from, then this is a perfect keyboard for you. Want to try the HHKB? You got it. How about win keyless? Yeah. A regular 60%? Sure. Split backspace? Hell yeah. If you're interested in the Acrylic60, it is currently in group buy until October 6, 2023. I will have a link in the description to where you'll be able to buy this in Gcables' website. And you can use the code xaclainrecords and get 5% off this purchase or for any purchase you have from Gcables. You get a discount, I get a small cut. For now, as a fully customizable mechanical keyboard in the 60% form factor, nothing can beat this price point. So that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to xaclainrecords and hit the notification bell to get notified on when my videos come out. Like this video if you liked it, and if you didn't, let me know why. Are you new to the keyboard hobby and you want to know how to properly remove your keycap? Then check out the first episode of Keyb Education right over here. And do you want another awesome mechanical keyboard with a knob, a screen, and cost $86 only? Then check out the EPO Maker Shadow X right over here. Thank you very much for watching. See you all later. Bye-bye.